Nvidia is still not done with its rally. Today we analyze Nvidia. However, by actually looking at a higher time frame, we are perfectly able to determine where exactly Nvidia will head next in the near future. Therefore, looking at the monthly chart of Nvidia, before we actually start with our technical analysis, we first have to determine the underlying trend. You can see that on Nvidia back in 2015, so exactly a decade ago, after consolidating for quite a long period of time within this symmetrical triangle formation, you can see that Nvidia finally managed to create a breakout. We were simply talking back then about a bullish triangle breakout, and you can see that this bullish triangle breakout led to a substantial parabolic rally of approximately 32,000%. We can perfectly see that after this breakout, Nvidia always followed nice impulses towards the upside, which were then followed by quite harsh corrections. Just starting back in the end of 2022, after Nvidia retested a significant horizontal support back then at this $11.5 level. After the retest of this support, I published a bunch of analysis explaining all the reasons for which I do expect the next parabolic rally. And over the course of the past couple of years, Nvidia once again rallied 1,300%. Therefore, the trend is clearly towards the upside. If we now start with our technical analysis, you can see that also back in 2015, after we saw this substantial triangle breakout, Nvidia simultaneously started to enter into a significant rising channel formation. We do have this lower green support trend line, which has been acting as support for the past decade, and always when Nvidia retested the support trend line, we saw a rejection way towards the upside. Back in the end of 2022, Nvidia was also retesting this support trend line before we then saw the next parabolic rally towards the upside. Duplicating this lower support trend line and connecting all of the previous significant highs, you can see that Nvidia for the past decade has been trading in a rising channel formation. Just a couple of months ago, Nvidia once again retested this upper red resistance trend line, created bearish confirmation on the smaller time frame, and as such a quite expected bearish reversal towards the downside.